Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because it started making a bit of a clamor after you went in. Scared the marauders right off. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
You hiding? Hey! Come out! There's some blood.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking? Something I can do for you? Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
And your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this addressing the grease monkey, Argo. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through. I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned or supplies to tide you over, as you prefer.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Students around. They get a big plate, like this big plate, this steel plate, and then they throw some rice on there or whatever, and they go bing, and the rice just like formulates it into this beautiful pattern, and then they get something else, and they go boom, and then it shaves away into something else, mate. It's crazy, man.
Picture is sound.
So, right, okay, hang on, right, we're on to sound now, okay, we're on to sound.
You think I'm crazy?
Oh my god, yeah, look at this. New magnetic motor designed from crops. 8 years later, in 2008, an Italian inventor, Umberto Puado, began to use crop circles as blueprints to help design new magnetic motors. What? Is that a load of bull? That's got to be a load of bull, isn't it? And they go bing, and the rice just like formulates it into this beautiful pattern, and then they get something else, and they go boom, and then it shaves away into something else, mate. It's crazy, man.
Picture is sound.
So, right, okay, hang on, right, we're on to sound now, okay, we're on to sound.
You think I'm crazy?
Oh my god, yeah, look at this. New magnetic motor designed from crops. 8 years later, in 2008, an Italian inventor, Umberto Puado, began to use crop circles as blueprints to help design new magnetic motors. What? Is that a load of bull? That's got to be a load of bull, isn't it? This is like that thing where on The Simpsons where Homer just does that formula for like how the world was made or something, and it was true to the last decimal point, or I don't know what he did some sort of formula on the blackboard. What, man? Okay, hang on, it wasn't that one though. So yeah, this is somebody talking about Mother Earth, and like basically the sound that Mother Earth is vibrating at is actually creating these images. Look.
What do you feel about the crop circles?
It's funny that you instinctively just said that, because that's kind of what I've realized they are. They're cymatics of the Earth speaking to us. And what's interesting is there's videos where these little orbs come about, and then you see this design being drawn. And that those orbs, I've learned, are the compression of certain materials stacked on top of each other, which then create the orbs. That's where like all those people, when they're like, oh, there's all these ghosts over there. Well, there's actually compressions of certain types of materials which stack together, create a chemical reaction, and then you have this orb. But I believe with the crop circles that it's Mother Earth speaking to us. And when I started to look at all of them, I started to see designs.
That's the Avengers, mate. That ain't Mother Earth.
I started to see like inventions. I started to see actually a lot of things related to atmospheric energy. You know, I started to see alignments, like things like the eclipse and how like significant the eclipse is. And like even here, we had 2 eclipses, you know, in 2 weeks. And if you stared into it, your energy goes through the roof.
Wow.
You know, so all these things that Mother Earth is trying to communicate with us. And like you said, we used to be tapped into this. We used to be able to see these frequencies, or at least tap into that. And we've disconnected and lost that. But the crop circles thing's just as wild, because they even said too that people will meditate in them, their energy will go very high, or they'll notice all these plants, that same thing. The plant growth is like wild, and they noticed, what's the other thing? They noticed like all these different types of rare plants popping up in that same spot.
So he was basically saying the same sort of thing, right? Sound resonates from the earth and creating these things. Now, once I started hearing about sound and stuff, it just made me think of how sound is, what we mentioned it a while ago about sound being a healer, okay? And I think also, isn't there something about a specific beats per minute or a certain tempo that the music industry uses now, which is very disruptive for your DNA? Like if you listen to old music, especially classical music is a healer, right? And I actually listen to classical music in the mornings now, and it's absolutely lovely. And if you play classical music around plants, apparently plants also grow better, and it's something to do with also why birds sing in the morning. When birds sing in the morning, they resonate like this sound frequency out, which actually opens up flower buds and things like that. Like it's crazy, it's mad, but it's also very beautiful. Then what I was saying about music is, so later on somebody discovered this particular tempo which some say is demonic, right? Anyway, so listen to this guy. This guy is like clicked onto something, man, and this is like, you'll not see churches in the same way after seeing this, man. I'm telling you.
Here's a secret that's been kept by cathedrals for a long time. This right here is your DNA. This at the top is your DNA from a top-down view. These geometric shapes that you see is what we call sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is an ancient study that explains energy patterns. Like this turtle right here. If you look to the right, what you see here is a sand plate that's connected to some type of instrument that can send out frequency. Now let's just say the instrument is a piano, and when I hit one of the notes on the piano, it shifts the sand into these specific geometric shapes. This is called cymatics, the study of visible sound. You can also do this with liquids.
Yeah.
Now here's a picture of cymatics in water, top-down view of DNA, and church windows. Notice they are almost identical. Now, how many times have you drove past a church window like this and wondered how the fuck did they come up with that design? They didn't. It's in your DNA. Now, here's something very interesting. Everything has a resonant frequency, which basically means everything has its own frequency. Now, a lady did an experiment where she set up a
Mate. This is crazy. The lady did an experiment where she set up a
mic in the church like this and recorded the silence. She then set up speakers to play that silence so that it would go back into the mic and keep creating a louder and louder and louder sound.
Feedback.
To the point to where it was strong enough to show up cymatically. Now, when she played that sound through water, it created these shapes cymatically. And to her surprise, the same shape the sound of the church was making was what the shapes of the windows inside the church looked like.
Mate, that's mad. That is absolutely mad. If that's true, that is mad.
There's only one group of people I know who can build at that level. But anyway, I remember buildings have their own resonant frequency, which means that when you're in the building, your body is being interacted with those frequencies. So if your body is made of 60 to 80% water, and this is what water looks like when it's vibrating, that means whatever shape is made by the sound of the church is the shape that your DNA is taking form of. I believe these cathedrals are designed to create healing frequencies to make you feel good when you're inside of the church. This could be part of the reason why people feel good when they enter a church. Not realizing the church is emitting its own healing frequency in alignment with the instruments that are being played by uplifting music scales. Here's a secret that's been...
I hope that you came into this video thinking, crop circles, and then come away going, wow, crop circles. Yeah? Because that's how I feel about it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay? Anyway, mate, there is going to be more alien and UFO footage and videos coming soon. Okay? So please make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. Since the aliens in Miami Mall, okay, it sounds like some sort of movie. Since the aliens over there, I have been fixated on UFOs, aliens, and anything else which is weird. So throughout those days, I have just been saving so much different clips and information, and I've got so much to go through. I might even save some for another video because there is so much. Thank you lot for sending me more video clips, emails, and tweeting to me, mate. We're going to go through them now. I've got so many. Look, it's going to be all over the shop, okay? I'm just going to fire out some videos. Let's talk about them, and let's see what the F is going on out there, okay? Especially, again, in the United States of America, baby. It's always over there. In fact, there's a couple of clips in the UK, I think, or one clip in particular, I think, is in the UK. Anyway, right. So, what should I start with? Oh, yes. On the live stream, I got super excited about a 4K video footage of a UFO. A 4K footage, right? And I said that I'm going to show it, so I'm going to show it now. Check this out, right? Look at this. Don't worry. Wait. It zooms in a minute, okay? There is a little bit of bad news, though. Or is it? I'm not too sure. You tell me. But looking into this, when I saw it, I was like, this is clear as F. This is super clear. Look at it. Look at it. What? When it's there? No. Wow. Okay. So, look at this. How clear is that? And it's like a matte black, right? I'm tripping out. I'm so excited when I saw this. You're sensing a butt, aren't you? I know, right? You're sensing a butt. I was like, this is it. This is the footage that we need to prove to everybody that UFOs do in fact exist, right? And so after I did a bit of research, because I don't do these things by halves, you know, right? After doing a little bit of research, I saw this video clip of it, right? I'll show you in a second. Let me just see a little bit more of this. Look. I started thinking to myself, what's that yellow thing on the side? Is it lights? Why is it moving like that? Alright, so, this is somewhere in the United States. I can't remember. Oh, where was it now? I can't remember where it was. Let me just try and find out where it was a minute. Oh, it was in Porterville, California. 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 Okay, 4K image with a Maverick 3 Pro drone. However, I saw this, mate, straight after it, literally, and I was gutted. What do you think? Tell me. So it's a balloon that he's seen. It looks like it, doesn't it? It really does look like... I'm just editing the video that you're seeing right now. And it's just... The penny's just dropped. Hang on. The penny's just dropped. He's the one that faked it. He's not creating something to say, this is what I think it is. He's the one who's literally made this video. It's got to be. It's got to be. Tell me what you think. All right, so it's that. Tell me what you reckon. Is that fake? I mean, I've got to say, man, unfortunately, I do think it's probably fake. However, this one blew my mind. And to this day, I think that it's the clearest footage and most convincing footage I've seen. Top 5 at least, right? The reason being is because it's not just recorded by one person, right? At this stage, everyone stops their cars, gets out of the cars, and starts recording this thing, mate, right? And finally, thank the Lord, we have got HD quality. Let's go. Right, where is it? Where I've named it somewhere. Clear USA. That's the one. Because I knew it was clear, because it's clear footage. UF, because it's a UFO. And USA, because it's the United States of America, baby. Come on. So UFO spotted. Everyone abandoned their cars to watch it. I don't know where exactly. Oh, New Jersey. New Jersey, baby. Look,
dead
watch
ass,
this. Look.
Yo, dead ass, look. It's a spaceship.
Look at this thing. Mate, that's clear as hell. That's clear as day. Literally in the day.
Look, the whole street is up.
Yeah.
There's a flying spaceship. Look.
I hadn't heard the phrase flying spaceship for ages. But people are stopping their cars and checking this thing out. Look.
What the f?
Look at him getting out. He's like, what the hell?
Look.
Alright. Mate, I'm sorry, but I don't know now. Now that I'm watching it again, is somebody like taking footage of a busy street? Because yes, there was brake lights going on, and yes, one person got out of the car, but he seemed quite casual, didn't he? Have I been hoaxed here? Is this CGI? I don't know, man. I'm getting a bit suspicious now that I'm looking at this.
Yo, what the f?
But then why is somebody hanging out of a car window just recording? For what purpose? What's he recording if he's not recording the UFO?
Look at that.
Oh, no, hang on a second. This person. That person there. Is he recording?
Look at that. Oh, I got to park for this. Yo, what? No way.
Now, if he gets out of the car and he starts speaking to other people saying, what is this, mate? It's a UFO. I'm sold. Because remember, I when I see something interesting, I just say that and I just go with it, right? I don't watch the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Yo, look at that.
Yeah, they are, mate. They're bloody recording it. This isn't CGI.
Look at everybody in the highway right now.
Oh my God, mate. There's loads of people there.
I don't know, bro. Ni idea. A mí no se mueve de ahí.
What are we looking at here, man?
Eh? Set our lights.
Mate, that's epic. That's epic. That's got to be legit, hasn't it? That has to be legit. Hang on. Right, okay. So we've got a couple of UFO ones there. Right, hang on. Let me move that over there. So we've done that one. Oh, right, yes. I have to speak about this. Since the Miami Mall alien things. By the way, I have got footage of the Miami Mall alien. Literally the alien shadow. Which I've not seen before. I don't know whether you've seen it before, but we're going to check out in a second. But I'm going to show you this one, mate. Okay? This was like 2 or 3 days, may even be 1 or 2 days after the Miami Mall thing. Okay? So you're talking, what, 3rd of January? People saying that they're seeing 10-foot aliens in Brazil. Now, check this out. Let's talk about it. See, this is just... It moves so weird, man. Like, look at this long-ass arm. And what's this flappy thing in the back of its head flapping about? And who are you here? Here I am. Is this real? Well, look, we're zoomed in now. It's just, I don't know, man. It's like it's disjointed. It's weird. It's just, I don't know. It's swaying. I don't know what it's doing. Like, look how long those arms are, mate. Maximum basketball player, please. Look how it's arching his back. And what's this thing in the back of his head flapping about? Is that one there? That's one there as well, right? I mean, it's just so weird. It's moving so weirdly. Coming down the hill. It's really hard to see the perspective. I mean, obviously, you know, hills and mountains are big, but sometimes if you get an average-sized person on a mountain, you go, oh, actually, that mountain is not as big as I thought. Do you know what I mean? But it definitely doesn't look human. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look human. And I don't think that's CGI.
Uh-huh. Tá no zoom máximo aqui.
Like Brazil, Miami to Brazil, that's a long way away, right? Let me get my old Google Maps again. You gave me so much hate last time because I said that Miami was close to Houston, Texas. Well, it was next door. I didn't say it was close, but it's next door. And it's like, apparently someone said it's 1,100 miles. Mate, I'll jog that in a few weeks. Right. Google Maps. What are we doing? Miami. And then we want Brazil. So Brazil. Oh my God! Hang on a second. Brazil. That's like that's below Venezuela, right? Oh, there we go. Hey, right. I only know that because my missus is from Venezuela. So there to there. So they would have had to swim over here, mate, in a day or two to get to Brazil. I don't know. But then, you know, I'm not just... It might not be those particular aliens from Miami. They look different. Apparently the aliens in Miami were shadow bastards. So look, I don't know. Let's look at the shadows of Miami, mate, because this is weird, and forgive the person that's got his head in the way and stuff all the time. Okay, right, check this out.
Okay, I got another video of my new findings of the Miami.
I couldn't find his name on this. It didn't come up with his name, so forgive me, matey, right, for using your content, but I couldn't find your name anywhere.
Incident. this video is slowed down 0.25. So I want you to understand how slow I have this video, because I want you to see how fast this shadow is moving. Like, I slowed it down and it's still moving fast, bro. And if you pay attention, it changes locations and it changes shapes as well. I'm gonna talk you right through it. I want you to see right at the beginning is over here.
You can see it already, mate. You can see it already. Let me just go back.
I want you to see right at
right here. This is what he's talking about.
The beginning is over here. You see how it is right there? And then look how it moves. Like, it scales over.
I saw it move back here, dude. I saw it move back there.
I want you to see right at the beginning.
It's moving
over
there.
Here. You see how it is right there? And then look how it moves. Like, it scales over. And I want you also to think that I have this at 0.25 in time. And look.
Yeah, it goes back and forth, back and forth.
How it's moving up here. Right? I'm covering these guys.
And to be fair, that's going to be about 10 foot.
That's up, because you already know what time it is. I don't want to show this. But watch over my head. And you see how it moves? It moves. All right. So I want you to pay attention. Like, it moved away. Right? As the camera pulls away. But it moved this way and that way before it moved away. Right? So I'm thinking, where is it? Where is it? Right? And then it's still back here, up here in the corner, waiting. But I want you to pay attention to what it's doing. I don't want to tell you what it's doing. I want you to see what it's doing.
All right, man. I'm seeing.
Look at this. Look. When he starts running over it, I want you to see. Look where it's at. Look where it's at. Look at it.
It's following. Yeah, but mate, the thing is, what I'm seeing here, is
I want you.
To me, what it could be is some sort of flag that somebody down here in the audience, in the crowd is holding, right? Because as the crowd moves this way, this thing moves that way. Watch.
To see right at the beginning.
It looks like a cloud, like almost it's moving at the same speed as the crowd.
Right at the beginning is over here. You see how it is right there? And then look how it moves.
Is it a flag?
Like, it scales over. And I want you also to...
Is that a flag? See how it's... I don't know, man. I don't know.
That I have this at 0.25.
But it would explain the people talking about how it's like morphing, like vanishing, reappearing, vanishing, reappearing, shadow. I don't know. What do you think? I think we're stretching there. You know, I don't know whether it's me, but if I want to talk about Miami Mall again, I think I'm going to need some hardcore footage that nobody's ever seen before, some probably good quality that really makes you question what the hell's gone on there. I do believe there's something went on there, right? Something strange, something weird. I don't know what, but there's definitely something strange that went on there, right? And by the way, I have got an interview, right? I contacted the channel. They gave me access to the interview of somebody that was actually in the mall. And I know there's loads of TikToks about that, but this is a full-on length, like 30-minute interview with somebody. And I listened to, I would say, like, I skipped through a bit of it, and he seemed really legit. Okay, so if you want to see it, mate, let me know. I won't do the whole lot. I'll do like little highlights or clips of it. I'll just talk briefly over it. But let me know if you want me to use it, and I'll upload it on the next video. Okay. Right. So we've got that, mate. Like, this is mental. What's going on? Oh yes, mate. Last video as well, we also spoke about the red night vision goggles. And I was like, is this real? And people started emailing me, telling me about their stories of their granddad and all this sort of stuff. And then I started looking into it, and I came across this story of this person talking about his granddad, or telling, he was talking about his granddad, talking about some kid that was using these red goggles, right? These night vision goggles. And it correlates exactly the same as that TikTok video that we saw on my last video, okay? Check this out.
Interdimensional goggles.
A gunner
Part
in a
1.
helicopter would have no problem using these goggles. And only everything is showing up as a sort of a faint reddish image. And it was true night vision the way we have it now. And even a greater depth, because you could also flip it and get an extra layer that was sort of yellowish that would be heat signatures as well. And
sorry to stop it, right? But do you hear what he said? The red is actually better than what we've got now, right? Not only does it see more depth, but you can actually flip it to see heat. So why on God's earth would we get rid of something that works better only to downgrade it for our current military? What? That doesn't make sense. Sorry.
they don't have those combined anymore in these goggles. Anyway, the goggles that were presented to the gunners, and my father tells the story of the very first time they're out with them, and they're flying along, and he's in the front of the helicopter with the pilot, and all of a sudden, in a very peaceful area, not anything going on at all, the gunner in his on the starboard side of his helicopter starts firing wildly at their height, not at anything on the ground, but in an area that he was shooting at, and basically causing other helicopters in their little flotilla to have to react. And my father goes on back to the gunner, basically demanding, "What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
What are you shooting at?" and the kid is just sweating profusely, and his eyes are just dilated beyond belief. And my dad thought he was dealing with another heroin addict, but this was before it had gotten really bad in Vietnam, and the kid was not exhibiting those kind of symptoms. He was reacting to what he had seen, and he's describing to my father that he was shooting at these basically flying demons that were flying alongside the helicopter.
Mate, imagine going to war in Vietnam, right? You're shitting yourself anyway, right? You know you're going head to head. You've just been called up. I don't know, it's your first year in the army or whatever. You've just been called up to Vietnam, right? You're about to go in there and Rambo it. Unexpecting of what you're about to see, hear, smell, taste, and God knows what. And then you see flying demons in the air. You can't write that. You can't get over that. And this is the stories I'm hearing. People are just not getting over this sort of stuff. And the argument is, yes, back then, mate, they were taking loads of different things, experimental drugs. And I think they were given, like, look at the film Jacob's Ladder, one of the best films ever, mate. They were given ecstasy, I think it was, or something like that. Hallucinogenics and all this sort of stuff to have them, like, just to go into war crazy. Maybe that had a side effect. I don't know. But this guy says it was before this sort of stuff comes into it. So let me just go back. Listen, sorry.
Basically flying demons that were flying alongside the helicopter.
Oh, that was it. Like, how crazy is that? And then I started Googling infrared, like, goggles and stuff. Oh, no, actually, I got an email. And I sort of picked up this highlight of the video, okay? And there's a camera called Lucifer. Like, what a name. What a name. Listen to this bit here.
There are some sorts of things that move around in the sky that can only be seen in the infrared spectrum. Perhaps they are looking for things that can't be seen in the normal light spectrum.
We were intrigued with Mount Graham because Arizona is quite famous for UFO activity phenomenon, witnessed by thousands of people across Nevada and Arizona, as well as the Mexican state of Sonora.
I always find it quite annoying how you have a massive population of people that claim to have seen something and it's dismissed. It's dismissed, right? For all those years, and now all of a sudden it's okay to start talking about it. They're like, what?
The Phoenix Lights UFO, as an example, was the United States' actual largest mass sighting, not just because of the sheer number of witnesses, but because of the quality of their testimony. For instance, then acting Governor Fife Symington even testified in writing, quote, between 8 and 8:30 on the evening of March 13, 1997, during my second term as governor of Arizona, I witnessed something that defied logic and challenged my reality. A massive, delta-shaped craft silently navigating over the Squaw Peak in the Phoenix Mountain Preserve. A solid structure. Rather than an apparition, it was dramatically large, with a distinctive leading edge embedded with lights as it traveled the Arizona skies. I still don't know what it was. As a pilot and as a former Air Force officer, I can say with certainty that this craft did not resemble any man-made object I had ever seen.
Listen to this bit now, what he says, mate.
Documented activity like that suggests something inherently strange about the area, begging the question, does Arizona host a dimensional portal?
A dimensional portal in Arizona. Imagine that.
A wormhole? Well,
the more I go into this, man, the more questions. You think when you go into it, right? You get the answers to your questions, but when you do, you just have more questions. It's mental. This is a giant Bigfoot that stands on the side of a mountain watching construction workers destroy its home. Really? Shout out to Sasquatch watchers, right? But this is a big giant Sasquatch on a mountain watching construction workers destroy its home.
Creepy. Like
now,
a person.
The normal light spectrum.
We were intrigued with Mount Graham because Arizona is quite famous for UFO activity phenomenon, witnessed by thousands of people across Nevada and Arizona, as well as the Mexican state of Sonora.
I always find it quite annoying how you have a massive population of people that claim to have seen something and it's dismissed. It's dismissed, right? For all those years, and now all of a sudden it's okay to start talking about it. They're like, what?
The Phoenix Lights, UFO, as an example, was the United States' actual largest mass sighting, not just because of the sheer number of witnesses, but because of the quality of their testimony. For instance, then acting Governor Fife Symington even testified in writing, quote, between 8 and 8:30 on the evening of March 13, 1997, during my second term as governor of Arizona, I witnessed something that defied logic and challenged my reality. A massive, delta-shaped craft silently navigating over the Squaw Peak in the Phoenix Mountain Preserve. A solid structure. Rather than an apparition, it was dramatically large, with a distinctive leading edge embedded with lights as it traveled the Arizona skies. I still don't know what it was. As a pilot and as a former Air Force officer, I can say with certainty that this craft did not resemble any man-made object I had ever seen.
Listen to this bit now, what he says, mate.
Documented activity like that suggests something inherently strange about the area, begging the question, does Arizona host a dimensional portal?
A dimensional portal in Arizona. Imagine that.
A wormhole? Well,
the more I go into this, man, the more questions. You think when you go into it, right? You get the answers to your questions, but when you do, you just have more questions. It's mental. This is a giant Bigfoot that stands on the side of a mountain watching construction workers destroy its home. Really? Shout out to Sasquatch watchers, right? But this is a big giant Sasquatch on a mountain watching construction workers destroy its home.
Creepy. Like
now,
a person's silhouette.
This looks big, mate.
Up in the clouds. I'm sorry. If it was your mountain, I'm sorry I broke it.
Is it?
Person's silhouette up in the clouds.
Did he just blow this whole mountain up? And he's standing on the edge of it?
I saw you.
Look at the size of this thing.
Person's silhouette.
Mate, that's legit moving, to be fair. That is legit moving, mate. Watch.
Person's silhouette up in the clouds.
See, I've always said I don't believe in Sasquatch. But who's gonna get in a Sasquatch suit and climb up a bloody mountain just after it's been blown up just to try to get a viral video? I know some people are stupid, but bloody hell, mate. I don't know. What do you reckon about that? That's crazy. Okay, back to the UK UFO, right? This is fairly old because I have seen it before, but I wanted to show you because I've never seen a UFO with this particular trail, right?
Yes, mate.
Now, I know
UFOs.
You might be thinking, Ben, it's a plane. Watch.
That's not a plane. That is nothing with a human being in it, is it? Look at them. Look at that.
What's all about the crystal dust flying at the back of it?
It looks flat as well, and UFOs are like flat.
What's all the magical stuff coming out of it?
They're like almost like orbs, massive orbs. I have no idea. They're both super bright lights with big tails. Like it's almost like when I first saw it, I thought, no, is that like a firework or something? Yeah. And then it went down and started going up again. Wow, look at this.
Mate, I legit might have to start going outside at night, you know, maybe with a video camera, maybe live recording, live UFO hunting, mate, to try and find something like this.
How mad.
It's really mad.
I don't put that in Instagram.
Yeah, it might do, mate.
Don't go on forever.
It's amazing.
Because that's not even training, is it? It's not even like, is that RAF training? I don't know, man. What do you reckon about that? Oh yeah. This is good. This is good. Watch this. This UFO, man. Oh. Watch. Do you see that? We're gonna go slow-mo. Watch. Boom. .200 zoom. Boom. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. What? Can you not slow it down? Can we not slow it down? There. Mate. Man. I love looking at this stuff. The final thing I wanted to speak to you about. I saw this, okay? And I got emailed about it. Mace spoke to me about it. And I've forgotten. It's something about aliens coming back to Earth or something like that every 7,000 years. And we're literally right on the peak now or something. What's this? 23rd of September 2017. I don't know. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet. Okay. And upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with child cried. traveling in birth and pain to be delivered. What? Maybe this is not what I'm... Somebody sent me this on emails, and I was like, is this what Mace was talking about? Something happens apparently something happens every 7,000 years, and it's something to do with aliens and visitation and stuff like that, or when something to do with the sun and the moon do something, and then it allows people to come to Earth. Right, tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it, and let me just look into it, okay? Then we can make another video about it. But anyway, that's it. That's the weird and wonderful stuff. I have got a collage of videos for you to watch now, man. And let's discuss it, because some of them, well, all of them, I've got so many questions, and maybe you know them. And can enlighten me what the F is going on, mate. Some are just crazy to think about if it's actually true. And yeah, like, there is a lot going on in the United States of America, baby. What's going on over there? What is going on? The Houston, Texas, okay? The crows? Look at this video, man. I've got 2 videos of it. Look. Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life? Look at it! Look at it on the car park over here, mate. Maximum Hitchcock, please. Right, here's another one. Isn't that creepy as hell? Now, I know birds migrate, but usually they have they go to the same place, right? Whenever they migrate, they go to the same place. And this is the first time this has ever happened. But also, this was around, I know I'm going to go down the whole, like, paranormal, weird route. But animals tend to flee from danger, right? They flee from danger, and they can also sense things that we can't. And I think that's, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's fact, right? Because animals have this different sense. They can sense things in the air, like vibrations or whatever, mate. This happened at the same sort of time with all of this, like, alien stuff going on and that. Okay? So what the hell is that all about, mate? Look at them all. Like, I'm looking through the comments. Crows gathering means death is near. These look like grackles. I could see several with white eyes. What the hell is a grackle? Crows are very intelligent. They are speaking to one another about something going on. Are definitely there for a reason. Did anything happen around about this time near Houston, Texas? Google Maps. Texas. Let's zoom out. So Texas is here. I mean, like, when I say, oh, it's right near Mexico. Okay. It's near Miami. Right? I say near. It's massive. This United States is massive. But it's next door, right? Has it got something? When was that? When was that posted? Oh, here we go. 26th of the 10th. So this is quite some time before the Miami thing. The Miami Mall alien thing.
This is from Houston, Texas, yesterday. Dozens and dozens of people experienced.
Yesterday, and this was uploaded a week ago. Mate, that's weird, man. That is so damn weird. And look at this other thing. Okay, this might be a little bit far-fetched, I must admit. Okay? But people are shouting out blue something, right? And you know what it is. I don't know. Listen, this is a whole new world for me, okay? I'm so interested in it, but I don't know what I can say, what I can't say. I'm just putting it out there. It could be blue, and you know what I mean. Look at this, mate.
Oh, holy fucking shit, guys.
That's got to be fake. That's got to be fake, man.
Oh, holy fucking shit, guys.
No. Yeah, mate, that's got to be fake. That has to be fake. What is this thing, man? Because, right, for people that don't know, the blue thing, right? In a nutshell, it's talking about a device that can project images into the sky that basically scare us. That's all I'm going to say about it. Right? I'm going to test the water to see if you know what I'm talking about, right? So you've got that, you've got the crows, you've got the Miami Bayside alien thing, which I've got maximum videos on. And then we've got Oprah Winfrey getting knocked out by a ghost.
You have to name it to claim it. So here's my definition of what wellness means to me. This is my definition, not yours, just an idea, because you're going to be defining it for yourself. Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times.
Have it! Mate!
Choose. Said you have to name it to claim it. So here's
Watch.
Claim it. So here's my definition of what wellness means to me. This is my definition, not yours, just an idea, because you're going to be defining it for yourself. Wellness to me means all things in balance, and balance doesn't mean all things.
Bang! There you are. Hello, Oprah. Haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? Have it! Mate, there's some weird stuff going on in the United States of America, baby. And what was the... Oh, mate, this is another one which freaks me out. I had to save it. Listen to this. This is crazy.
I just found something out. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to say it.
Uh-oh.
You know night vision goggles?
Yeah.
If there's anybody who's been in the army and knows about this or ever used night vision goggles, please tell me if this is true, man, because this is crazy.
How they're like green, now they have like the white phosphor, which is like whitish blue. But apparently the first night vision goggles that the US government had during Vietnam were red. And basically these goggles were made with a chemical cyanosine or something. They were given to fighter pilots, people in planes, and different parts of the military during Vietnam. And the soldiers were wearing them and they were seeing things. The gunner was like shooting in the air at nothing. What do you see right now? And he's like, how do you not see this? They're like giant demons flying beside us. And they're like, what are you talking about? Apparently the chemical that was in this allowed them to see on like some different visible spectrum or something, and they were picking up auras and
like the fourth dimension
energy, and people were losing their mind and going crazy because they were seeing a band.
Mate, this is fucking crazy, man. This is crazy. Oh my god. Right. This is stupidly crazy, man.
Them and the army was like, do not put these on. There's something really wrong with it.
Bring it back. Let's fucking wear them. Yeah, go to Coachella.
Crazy. And then right after that, they stopped and they made the switch to green.
Like, there's so many stories and accounts of people seeing things when they're like on something as well. Not just like the night vision, but have you heard of, you know, I think Mike Tyson's done it, the toad? I think it's like the poison, the natural poison from the toad's skin or something, right? Don't go finding toads in your back garden and start licking them, okay? What I'm just saying is, apparently there's a particular toad somewhere that you can extract the poison from its skin, and then you can take it, inhale it, or whatever you do, right? Please, don't bloody do it. It's stupid. But apparently you go into this world, and it's almost like some people describe as basically you go almost like to a different plane, and all of your answers, all of your questions are answered, and it resets your brain. So when you come back to Earth, you just feel like calm and collected, and you understand. There's no worries. It sounds good, but apparently, like, I don't suggest it. Okay, I'm sure there's maximum negative sides to that. All right, I'm just saying. But that, mate, that's mad. And I saw a comment here. My grandpa used to use the red night vision during the war. He swears to this day he saw demons flying around his helicopter. Now, I'm not religious. I've said this. I'm agnostic, which means like I'm open to the idea of it. But I'm telling you, man, with all of this stuff going on, it's just sort of making me think that there has to be some other things out there that, man, I don't know. Should I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I always go back to the thought of where we can see only, like, imagine this is the spectrum of color, right? Apparently we can only see a small amount of the spectrum of light. How much? Let me try and Google it. Hang on. How much of the color spectrum can we see? 0.0035%. That's got to be bollocks. The entire rainbow of radiation observable to the human eye only makes up a tiny proportion of the electromagnetic spectrum, about 0.0035%. You're having a laugh. That's crazy. Tell me what you think about that, man. Right? And then I stumbled upon this dude here, right? This British guy here talking about something. And it's an eye-opener. So tell me what you think about this.
People are going to question what I'm about to say. What if some of that shit is so big it can't be moved?
Is that what you're saying, Ross? Is that what you've been told?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Ross Coulthart.
Big. So big, they built a building over it. In a country outside of the United States of America.
If they built a building over it because it's that big. Well, that ain't that big. I mean, how big's the building? Look at Dracula's castle. Or any castle. That's big. You could probably still move that if you smash it down. Move it. It could take a year or two, but... Hang on. Let's just hear him out.
I know that sounds preposterous, and I know, oh my God, you can just hear them now, the bleating debunkers. Let's see this investigated. Let's just see what happens. Let's test these allegations before the Congress. It's very, very easy for people to go, oh, there's no evidence, oh my goodness me, let's just go away and ignore it. Let's test it. We haven't even got there yet. You know, there's a whole cadre of supposed experts on social media who are saying it can't be, therefore it isn't. And that's been the default for so many years. It can't be, therefore it isn't. Imagine if what Mr. Grush is saying is true.
Are we talking about Mr. Grush? Okay.
Think about the implications of that. And imagine if...
So that might be a clue then. That might be a clue of what building he's talking about.
As I've just intimated to you, some of these objects are not capable of being moved because they're too bloody big.
Really?
I mean, that's pretty astonishing. Have you said that before?
No, you're the first. See, I always save something for you, Jay.
Always save me a little something. No, seriously though, Ross, that's nuts. So you were told by someone...
Who is this guy? Ross Coulthart is an Australian. He doesn't sound Australian. Investigative journalist and author who has also worked in public relations. Is an advocate for the idea that governments are covering up knowledge of UFOs and alien visitations. Ooh. He doesn't sound Australian though, mate.
Trusted source, I imagine. That
multiple. Let me just tell you this. I know exactly where it is.
My goodness.
Take us there, mate.
Do you think that's going to come to light?
One day.
One day.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because it's absolutely gobsmacking that it's being kept as a secret.
So there's a massive UFO. I would say like the mothership, right? There's a massive UFO, and he knows where it's located.
Jesus.
Imagine having an object that's so big, it's just not conceivable to move it. And I thought it was bollocks when I heard it too, and most people listening to this will anyway.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
What do you think you're doing? Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Sure. Sure. On my way.
Hear that?
Watch out! Heading back! Here they come! Take cover!
Robots fly.
ready for this.
Got them! Hear that? Lying. Scared.
vamos todos dançar. 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 Vamos todos
Es un OuterWorlds. Cześć, mogę jeszcze nie zabrać.
To my new release, bambam. Like what you hear? Click the banner to save the track and hear more.
Keep the eye.
Hi, I'm Lily Palmer, and you are listening to my new release, bambam. Like what you hear? Click the banner to save the track and hear more.
Kurde, mocno padał. Odciskają mnie. Nie. Lasery. Lasery. O nie, o nie, o nie, o nie, przestań. Nie mogę tyle. No mogę. Ale gra faktycznie. Ja tego nie daruję.
Nothing never been this way. Give me
Echte smaak komt uit de Beemster. Maar wat is dat, echte smaak? Is het de smaak van een bammetje kaas bij het ontbijt? Of van een plakje voor de kleine? Van schaften zonder poespas met een broodje kaas? Of van een tosti met je bestie? Is het de smaak van een stukje oud op de camping? Of van borrelblokjes in de kroeg? Wat het ook mogen zijn, echte kaas komt uit de Beemster.